Hello everyone, this is Shiv, a legal intern at LEXIS and Company and currently pursuing BLLP honors from Central University of Serbia. In today's session, I will be dealing with consideration in contract and further this topic will also be covered in two parts. In the first part, I will be dealing with the consideration, nature of consideration, importance of consideration and other parts. Further, in the second part, I will be elaborating the consideration and the nature of consideration, and further, there will be some examples there of consideration. So, let us start this video from the term consideration. Enforcing any legal contract requires it to have an element of consideration included in it. In simple words, it is nothing but a price that the promisee agrees to pay to the promiser. Now, this price can be paid as a benefit to the promiser and or a loss or determinant to the promisee. According to Section 2 Clause D of the Indian Contract Act 1872, consideration is defined as when the desire of the promiser, the promisee, or any other person has done or abstained from doing or does or abstains from doing or from doing something such act or abstinence is called a consideration for the promise. Example, let us understand from example, it will be very much clear from this that Himanshu and Tiwari enter into a contract where Himanshu promises to deliver 15 curtains to Tiwari in 1 month's time. Also, Tiwari promises to pay Himanshu an amount of Rs 3,000 on delivery. In this contract, Tiwari's promise to pay Rs 3,000 on delivery is the consideration for Himanshu's promise. Also, Himanshu's promise of delivering 15 curtains is the consideration for Tiwari's promise. Let us see one another example. Prakash has taken a loan from his friend Jadev. However, he has not repaid the loan yet. Jadev promises not to file a suit against Prakash if he promises to repay the loan within a week. In this case, abstinence on the part of Jadev is due to the consideration of Prakash's promise of repayment of the loan. Okay. Now let us see what are the nature of the consideration. According to Section 2 Clause D of the Indian Contract Act 1872, there are various essentials for a valid consideration, like consideration must move at the desire of the promiser. Consideration may move from the promisee to any other person. Consideration may move from the promisee to any other person, that is past, present, or future. Further, then it can be in the past, present, or future. It must have the value in the eyes of law. It should be over and above the promiser's existing obligations, and it cannot be unlawful. Okay. Now let us see some importance of consideration. As consideration is a benefit which must be bargained for between the parties and is the essential reason for a party entering into a contract. Consideration must be of the value and is exchanged for the performance or promise by other party. Such performance itself is a consideration. In the contract, one consideration, that is thing given, is exchanged for another consideration. Acts which are illegal or so immoral that they are against established public policy cannot serve as consideration for enforceable contracts. Contracts may become unenforceable or reinstateable for failure of consideration when the intended consideration is found to be worthless than expected, is damaged or destroyed, or performance is not made properly. Acts which are illegal or so immoral that they are against the established public policy cannot serve as consideration for enforceable contract. Please mind it. Those illegal and immoral, that they are against the established public policy, cannot serve as consideration for enforceable contracts. Without a lawful consideration is not meaningful for a valid contract. Contract considers many essential elements, and lawful consideration is an integral part or element of a valid contract. Which lawful consideration follows some rules, then we call good consideration. But some exceptions to this rule, like no consideration, no contract. In English law, a contract under the seal is enforceable without consideration. So that's all for now. Let us meet in the next session where I will be discussing some nature of the consideration with some examples. That's all for now. Please do like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.